everyone. All right, I'm gonna turn my volume down just a little bit. All right, let's see. Who do we have in chat? Just a smidge here. There we go. Little adjustments there. Okay, let's scroll back up. Let's see. We have got Ashley. Hello, Ashley, and Kenny, and Tammy, and Terlyn, and Melissa, and Gail. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. And then Kementiri. Hello. And Kelly. Hello. Let's see. Lisa. Hello. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Happy Friday. You know, I honestly was thinking today, I was just like, what even is today? Like, I don't know, my brain is just not matching up where it should be. Hi, Sarah. Evelyn, hello. Boots, hello. Let's see. Shannon. Hi, Shannon. And Cherry. And, oh, it popped down. Hang on. Hang on. Maybe I can get back where I was. Let's see. Ashley, I saw you. Try not missing anyone. Teresa, hello. Let's see. And Aspie, hello. Oh, look. Hey, there's Steve. Awesome, Sherry. That's always fun. Arm's pretty much all better, Boots, actually. Oh, no worries, Michelle. Somebody could type to her, tell her refresh. But yeah, Arm's good. It's not red anymore or anything. For the most part, I'm all good. Hi, Daniela. Hi, Angela. All right, let's get this in focus. I was fighting a headache the last couple days though, so if I sound just a little bit wound down, I suppose, it's just sometimes a doozy of a headache will take it out of me, so I may not be quite as perky as usual, but everything's fine. It was just, you know, headaches, they happen. All right, so let's go ahead and find where we were here. Let's see. Oh, migraine, headache, it's all in the works. I say this with the full love that I have for my entire community. I'm pretty familiar with my headaches based on where they're at, the strength of them, etc., etc. So I appreciate all the well-intentioned suggestions, but I mean, I've got them under control. I know what triggers them usually, and sometimes they just can't be helped. So it's fine. It's nothing serious, but. Have I been eating cake? No. No sugar. No sugar for me. Yep. Anyway, okay, so we can pick back up on her skin, or we can get started on the window trim, which I kind of am in the mood to do. We did the skin last time. I may do the rest of her skin off stream. We'll see. But I think I feel like jumping in on the window frames. So we need some nice green for the trim. So let's do, ooh, pine green. Or do we want hooker green? No, you know what? We'll get pine green. And let's see. Let's get dark phthalo green. And I don't think I want a bright green. We're going to get earth green. Sounds good, Momo. Hi, Momo. No worries, Momo. Okay, let's get pine green. I wanted to go for like a darker kind of rich, almost hunter green. Right, Ashley? It's so good. Oh, my pine green is getting tiny. Pine green, dark phthalo green. And earth green. Earth green. And let's do, let's grab Caput Mortem Violet. There we go. Okay, so those are our four we're gonna start out with. Do I want a slightly lighter color? Let's also grab Juniper Green. Juniper Green, here we go. Thanks, Kenny. How was everyone's week? I felt like it was a long week this week. All right. So let's see. Pine green is what we're gonna start with. Right? I know, I love it, Kelly. This is the, oh, grab my mouse here. Hang on. Thanks, Kenny. This is the Anne Green Gables book here. You can type in !Anne if you want to purchase the book. Stevie the Wonder Dude. I like it. I like it, Deborah. So the picture today, almost caught up. So fun. Question, what is the eraser you used? My eraser isn't working on Faber-Castell. Are you talking about when I erased her hair? Probably would have been this one, I assume. Oh, awesome, Boots. Yeah, it probably would have been this one. The Derwent electric eraser. Either that or I like the, I think, actually, my kids have my other eraser, but I like the Staedtler plastic eraser. Okay, so, yeah, it probably would have been this one. I think I'm the only one in the world, but have never seen or watched Anne of Green Gables. Well, if you do, Gail, start with the Megan Follows version of it. It is far and away the best version. The first two movies. Watch Anne of Green Gables and Anne of Avonlea. None of the other movies exist. Evelyn, thank you. Can we get some hypes in chat for Evelyn? Exclamation point, hype. Where's my keyboard here? Okay, exclamation point, hype. And the handy dandy emotes. Thank you so much, Evelyn. You're so sweet. Seriously. Always there. Thank you, Evelyn. And that says we have 48 members out of 50. Oh, Tara-Lynn! Oh my goodness, Tara-Lynn too. Thank you, ladies. Aw, hypes for Tara-Lynn too. Thank you so much. Aw, you're all so sweet. Thank you. It says here that our member goal is 48 out of 50, but last I checked, we just have 47. Let me refresh real quick. I don't think on the screen there is right. According to my thing, it's only, but either way, we're almost close to 50. That means that we'll unlock another emote. Thank you so much, ladies. Seriously, you are so sweet. Thank you. All right, let's start with our pine green. Let's go ahead and start down here, yeah? Here we go. All right. Apologize if my hands are a little shaky today, but we'll be good. Okay, so pine green. So, I found this, I think technically it's a let's see. Megan Follows, and the newer one, Megan Follows version is by far the best. Oh yes, most definitely. Far and away the best. But I found this account with this bird, one of those ringtail parakeets that talk. And my daughter absolutely loves it, and the bird always says, "Hi, how you doing?" Anyway, it's become a thing now. And I was walking by her room last night, and she knew I was by her door. And she just pipes up with, "Hi, how you doing?" And it's been a thing all day, and it's absolutely hilarious and adorable. So, when our neighbors walk by and hear us speaking in high-pitched sounds, that's probably why. Thank you, Steve. Steve brought tea. Hey, Steve. Hi. How you doing?
Oh, Kitty, it's not snack time.
Kitty's pretty sure it's snack time.
Kitty thinks it's always snack time.
Well, yeah.
She's wasting away.
She lives for snack time.
Hi, chat. Yeah, when do you want a Steve stream?
Yeah, Steve wants to know when you all want a Steve move. I can't talk. Words are hard. He knew that I wasn't feeling my best today, and he's like, I could stream. I was like, but we're coloring Anne. You can't color my Anne picture. So we'll have to find a time for Steve to color the shark. Fist bump. How to do the edge here. There we go. The Steve color? Yes, Steve has done Steve streams, Michelle. We've done regular Steve stream. We've done blindfolded Steve streams. Steve streams got introduced when I had to have my tonsils out, and he kind of helps with the oh God, I can't talk tonight. With the recovery a little bit, because before my surgery for my tonsils, there were a lot of nights where I had to cancel because my throat was hurting. And so Steve would fill in for me. Sometimes I would color and he would talk, or he would just do the majority of the talking. But yeah, we on occasion have the Steve stream. There was one stream where Steve colored blindfolded. Deborah, did you see the stream where I colored blindfolded? Well, because I colored blindfolded, we thought that it'd be good if Steve colored blindfolded. So we did blindfolded streams all around. It was highly entertaining. All right. All right, it was good. Oh, thanks, Gail. I thought it was cheesy popcorn fist bump. I love it, Evelyn. You ladies are amazing. All right, dark phthalo green. Kind of holding the pencil at the end and coloring on the side to get a little bit more control of the pencil, but still allow me to do nice kind of light layers. Go over that pine green that we did already. Steve's always got a good story for us. Sharon Nails and Crafts Fidget has subscribed to your channel 4 hours ago. I love that Stream Elements does this. It gives me like the the notifications for when someone subscribed 4 hours ago. All right, well, if you're watching Sharon Nails and Crafts Fidget, oh, my phone is not. Hang on. Hang on. Hold on 1 second, chat. It's funny, because I have an Apple, an iPhone now, when I get calls on my phone, even if my phone is silent, they'll come through on my iPad also. So even if my phone's on silent, then it still comes through on my iPad, and I forgot my iPad was in here. No, Steve doesn't have a channel. Steve will just take over for me on some nights. But I think Steve won because he doesn't really color, right? Yeah, so Steve will take over for me sometimes when, either, I'm not feeling well, or actually, sometimes just by popular demand. People like a good Steve stream. I don't know, we've had a lot of new people here lately. Maybe we should do a Steve stream here at some point so everybody can meet Steve completely. All right, so we're just still using that dark phthalo green. There we go. And this is just the first layer too. I want to add some shadow under where her hands are and everything. Okay. As long as he promises no cat noises, right? He did those because they were, well, no, he did them on his own. No, I'll also request no cat noises. All right, Earth Green number 172. Earth Green. Kind of a muted green. Or Mary, if you're here, it's dirty green. Not going over the whole thing here. I didn't want to do one of the bright greens because it just would have been too bright, And hold closer to the lead. I color so hard. Anyone else? I don't think you're alone. Hi, Mandy. Oh, thanks, Michelle. He does Kermit and cat imitations. I know, right? So talented. Oh, Steve's awesome. Got pretty lucky with him. Okay. Ashley, oh god, the cat noise, right? Right there with you. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's grab some of this juniper, actually. Go over this area. Like, my instinct is, like, really bright and vibrant greens, but, I mean, if you look at the Green Gables house, you know, you definitely have kind of darker, kind of richer greens in that sense. I really didn't. I didn't used to, I swear. Like, I colored pretty hard, too. Like, I mushed the crap out of my paper. You know, those Prismacolors, they just love to mush, mush, mush. Oh, awesome, Deborah. I did, Mandy. Yeah, we finished the ship page. I honestly just haven't had time to post it. I took a picture of it. I posted the black and white one. I need to post that other one. But yes, we did. We finished the ship page. Heavy-handed crew. It took practice. It did. Using the Ergosofts really helped, but yes, when I initially started coloring, I was very heavy-handed. I'm trying to find... Hang on, let me grab Enchanted Forest real quick. That was the first Johanna Basford book I got. Let's see. Not that one. Hang on. Maybe it was this one. Okay, yeah. This is a good example. Ah, gotcha. Well, I mean, it's on YouTube. The videos are there, so if you want to watch it. Okay, so this was really early on. This was early days. This probably was back in 2015, and I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna tilt it here, but I can literally see like impressions of the pencil on here. First of all, my blending needed work, but let's zoom in here. And we'll get some glare. If we can, okay, there we go. Let's see, let's move it over here. Like you can see where the strokes of my pencils were just like so hard. And this is Prismacolors. But I don't know if you can see like the indentation on the paper. I did not know how to color lightly here, like at all. I just wailed on this. Look, you can kind of see the strokes on here. This is I was very colorfully abusive to this page. But this was my very first coloring book. This is from Enchanted Forest. Yeah. I beat up this paper. Color harder with Ergosofts because I do like bold colors. No, that's fair. That's fair. Let's see. Okay, this one too. This one too. You can really see the shine on it. Let me move this cup of tea here. I don't want to spill it. Move these. So this was all done with Prismacolor. Let's see if I can get that in focus. There we go. I don't know if you can see here, but I mean, it is so shiny. So shiny. And like, you can practically see the indentations of the pencils on it. So you're not alone. You're not alone. I definitely used to do that a lot more. Let's see what else. Oh, this one. Okay. No, wait, is it this one? No, it's the Finding Nemo one I did. Is that in here or is that in Lost? It might be in Lost Ocean. I have a video way early on in my Instagram where I was doing a background on this like Finding Nemo page that I did. I drew Dory in it and it just mashed it. Mashed it. Let's see. Is that it in here? Like I said, this was my first. Did the bird, did that one. I mean, those are all great examples of how I did it. This is when I first started doing the pastel clouds. This is another one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Like, there is no tooth on this paper whatsoever. Let's see if I can. Trying to get it so you can see the glare. But I mean, you see how shiny that is? Anyway, I burnished the crud out of these papers. And, yeah. I definitely took some practice. But you can also see I imprinted. Depending on what I colored afterwards, you see these really light gray colors? That's just from all the pressure that I put on the opposite side. You see here? I transferred the ink. But, yeah. This got beat up pretty good. So yes, in the beginning, I colored much harder. Your husband does dog noises? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was not this stream, but the stream before that I finished it, Mandy. Not shiny, just high gloss. Yeah, there you go. How did you change from the burnishing? I don't remember exactly when it happened. I know that it happened around the time I started using Ergosofts. Oh gosh, I have not tackled a double page spread in ages. Honestly, I lose interest in it. I don't have the time or the patience to do double page spreads anymore. Maybe a smaller one. I've done the Dragonfly a number of times. All right, Juniper Green, because the Dragonfly was the first one. That I did, so I've redone that one a few times. But yeah, I really think it was when I got the Ergosofts, because I mean, I haven't used Prismacolor in ages, and for a while I was strictly Prismacolor, like nothing but. And then I moved on to the Ergosofts, because I remember I first got a 12-pack of Faber-Castells, and I didn't like them. I got them for Christmas one year. It was just a 12-pack, and I just couldn't figure them out. And so it just took practice and lighter hands and layers and... yeah, lots of practice. Evelyn. Yeah, sometimes it helps, like holding a pencil... like, here, if I zoom out, holding a pencil further back like this. Because you can't, you know, put too much pressure on it when you're kind of coloring at it from the side. And this is more helpful when you're coloring, you know, straight lines and in one large space like this. Yeah, that can also cause an issue, definitely. Yeah, press too hard and it could, especially if you're coloring for long periods of time. I know I went out of the line there a little bit, but this is going to be green, so it doesn't really matter. A few of my wall calendar pages are glossy. I like it. Double page spread using Derwent drawing pencils. Nice, Tammy. So is it all black and white then? Oh yeah, most definitely. Because like the way I'm holding it right now and coloring, now my hands are a little bit shakier today, so on days where my hands are shaky, I feel like I grip a little bit more than I would normally. But if I could tell you exactly where I'm feeling like muscular pressure, if we're talking like arthritis or whatever, like a little bit in my hands, obviously I can feel it up against my pencils. I feel a little bit of muscle pull here, and I feel a little bit of muscle pull here, and it's more prominent depending on which way my wrist. So the big part of it is make sure that your wrist is comfortable, for sure. You know, don't try not to color here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Try not to color like this. Try not to color like this. If you can sit, like think about how your hand would rest normally, you know, on your table or on your exclamation point words. I can't talk. Words are hard. Think about how your arm and hand would sit normally on your table in a relaxed position. Okay, so think of the most relaxed position that you would hold to hold your pencil. Okay, so it could naturally fall like this, depending, you know, some people hold their pencils a little bit differently. But if you were to look up like how to hold your pencil, like just let your hand rest, let it rest, and start from there, where all you need to worry about is not how much pressure you're putting on the paper, but the control of the pencil and finding what's comfortable for you. You know, cut the page out of your book if you need to, you know, print off an extra one, because that's a big part of it, is finding a comfortable way to hold your hand. Thanks, Teresa. We done with Worlds of Wonder? Just for now. We've done the last, what, 3-4 pages in Worlds of Wonder, so we're taking a short break and we're doing an Anna Green Gables page. Doing too many pages like that, not so gentle reminder to ease up, exactly. Okay, all right, muted. They have 24 colors. Nice. I colored a picture the other day for about 3 hours. My shoulder and forearm hurt the next day. Yeah, definitely. It has a lot to do with pressure, position, how you're sitting. Also, make sure you're not, you know, like slouching when you color. You know, if you're in a desk chair, make sure it's at the right height where, you know, think of your legs at like a 90-degree angle. Now, I can't talk because most of the time when I'm here, I'm sitting like crisscross applesauce, but that's always because my toes are cold. So I like to tuck them under my legs. But a big part of it is making sure that you are at an easy height. You know, like I know a lot of people, some of them can't help it just because, you know, if they've got certain handicaps or whatever, coloring in their chairs or their beds, that can sometimes be worse for your back, for your neck, for your arms. If you have the option, coloring at a table or a desk is going to be your best thing. You know, trying to, you know, not hunch over, you know, too bad, or be aware of how, oh, the dogs, well, that took 18 days and a month of Sundays. You're talking about not slouching. I'm hunched over my Swatch book on my couch. Yeah, I would just, you know, if you're going to do that, keep an eye on how long you're doing it. You know, 3 hours of, you know, hunched over and shoulders up and neck arched and back hunched is probably gonna do a number. Yeah, a drawing board too. You know, it's funny, my chiropractor suggested something that's tilted up, but I can't feel comfortable to color this way. However, that being said, I've seen a lot of portrait artists who sit up and color that way, and honestly, it probably is better. So, I mean, I can't talk, I hunch too, but, you know, just keeping aware of your body and how it's positioned and how it's feeling, you know. Even if you really want to finish a page, if you're getting a headache, it's probably time to stop. All right, so juniper green. Can't tell if it's my kid out there meowing or the cat. Both are incredibly likely. Okay, so I want to get some shadow on here. The more I think about it though, I'm not sure that I want to use one of my reds for the contrasting shadow because I really want to make sure that we get this kind of cool, you know, Green Gables kind of color. So let's try, yeah, I guess Caput Mortem Violet's not too bad. No, you know what, let's go ahead and do that. Great place to color is sitting in my recliner using my movable bed table. Oh, well, that works, that works. See, if you've got the table in front of you, I guess I was imagining like if it was in your lap or something. All right, let's go ahead and use a little bit of this Caput Mortem Violet, because there would definitely be some shadow under her hand. For sure, Teresa. I mean, honestly, it's a lot like anything that we do. You know, if you work at a computer, you know, your posture can do a lot with it. My chiropractor has had many conversations with me about, you know, position when I'm coloring or, you know, at the computer or, you know, reminders. I find that like whenever I go to see my chiropractor and, you know, you're in the waiting room waiting for them to come in and you're just dinking on your phone. She's caught me a few times where I've been slouched over and she looks at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. So now when I know she's coming into the room, I like instinctively like hold my, no comfortable way I would ever hold it, but you know, I hold my phone up in front of me and I'm sitting with a straight back and she comes in and she's like, hey, good job. And I'm like, yeah. And then as soon as she leaves, I'm just like, blur. Michelle, this is Caput Mortem Violet number 263. Oh, Evelyn, it helps so much. You know, Evelyn, it's funny. We still have the old chair, and sometimes we'll move it out in the other room if we're playing, you know, games in the living room with the kids, because honestly, sometimes it's just easier to sit in a better chair rather than the couch. But that cushion is so not good. I was playing a game with the kids today, and honestly, my butt went numb. I was just like, holy heck, this is such a difference going from this nice chair to my, you know, budget chair. And I was just like, I'm so glad I've got a nicer chair now. So yes, your new chair helps immensely. No more numb butt. I need to get my table back from my mother-in-law. Coloring on the couch is no fun for me. Yeah, that can be rough. Broken number 2 pencil, elementary school, holding it. Holy heck, Ashley. Yeah, that's a bit of a death grip there. All right, so Caput Mortem Violet. It's kind of a reddish brown a little bit. bit more under here. There you go. Yeah, it was. And Evelyn gifted me this chair, and it was amazing. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab Pine Green. Great Crayola tips. You imagine what I did to lead pencils? Oh no. Death grip, yeah. I've said it before, if you want a good example of how to hold your pencils, Shannon. Shannon has like, she could be a hand model for pencils. Like, Shannon, seriously, you have like the best, like, example of, you know, a good way to hold pencils. Going a little bit darker now. My teachers try to get me to ease up my grip, and I'm right-handed. I don't hold my pencils that tight, but it looks like they're screaming for help. I think I went through a period in my life. It wasn't I wasn't doing artistry, but I held my pencils like this, or I flipped it in between and held it like this. I seem to remember my art teacher not being happy with me, but yeah, now it's like this. No, that's fair. That's fair. I could see that. It always baffled me that back in the day, like, being left-handed, like, was something that was frowned upon. Like, teachers would try and change that. It's like, why? Why would you change that? I don't understand. What's wrong with being left-handed? Oh, awesome, Boots! That's so exciting. Yeah, you can do lots of layers on here. I know we've been working on the same windowsill for like 30 minutes, it seems like, but yeah. Okay, maybe not 30 minutes, but you know, like 20 minutes or something. Hey, sweetie. Yeah. I love you. Do you want to tell them your bird, your impression of the bird?
Hi, what are you doing?
That's her impression of the talking parrot.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I like puddle. What are you doing? What are you doing?
And all day, folks. Hi, Carol. First time I saw Shannon do a video was the first time I saw her hands. The only thing I could see after is like, have you seen how beautiful Shannon's hands are? I know, right? I have a little buddy that I watched for 5 years. He's 7 now, but anywho, he's red-headed, blue-eyed, and left-handed. Oh, that sounds adorable. Right, Shannon? Yeah, we've been into well, we watched it on Instagram, but I think it starts on TikTok, but the talking parrots, and they absolutely love it. I was trying to share with someone, Boots was not impressed. But yes, that's been back and forth all day. Oh, awesome, Michelle. I'm so glad. All right, let's go ahead and grab dark phthalo green. Eventually, we'll get this green to a color I'm happy with. That was my oldest. That was my oldest. She was headed to bed. But yeah, that's our impressions of the talking parrot. Let's see. You have to show YouTube videos of Britches the parrot saying, really? Who is, there was one we saw, oh, the bird called Nugget. My name is Nugget, and I'm a big fat chicken. But But the way he says it, it's just hilarious. I'm a lefty, but in grade school I wasn't going to be different. I learned to play baseball, throw balls, and catch right-handed. I even played marbles right-handed and won a trophy. Nice, Kelly! I mean, he just didn't want to show that he was impressed. There you go. But yeah, she discovered the joy of the talking parrot last night, and now she wants us to get a parrot.
Okay.
Hey, you suggested the parrot purchase, mister. I suppose you suggested a bird purchase, not necessarily a parrot.
I suggested a parrot.
Oh, a parakeet. Well, see, still. We could get a parakeet to talk.
Pass.
We're gonna get the parakeet to talk, chat. I have the doll 133, but I don't use it very much. I like my Tagal better. I think I'll have to use it with my square brook printers. Yeah, that could work for it for sure. All right. Let's see. Earth green now.
You heard herself on the stream.
Oh, really? That's funny. Steve said that little Emily heard her parrot rendition on the stream on Steve's phone out there and thought it was funny. Okay. I think I'm ready to move on a little bit. Okay, let's grab our juniper green here. I feel like this should be darker, but we're gonna leave it for now. Hi, Mary. Mary, look, I'm using dirty greens. Look, it's an earth green. I'm using dirty greens, Mary. Did not show Pebbles the cockatoo. Yeah, I've specifically... have a good night, Teresa. Thank you so much for being here. I've definitely previewed and scanned the titles and, you know, the context of things, because, yeah. Like, I have to be careful those parrot compilations because there's inevitably one that's just swearing like a sailor. That happened once, and I caught it before the kids really understood what was happening. But, yeah, thankfully they couldn't really understand him, and I was able to close it. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Let's try another one. And so I was just like, yeah, I gotta be careful. Yeah, because the one that we've been watching, because she actually does a pretty good job of imitating it. Hang on, let me find it. It's called ShantyB.97, but it's still, the kids love it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so it's this one.
What was that? Actually, I didn't. You just say that.
I'm trying to find.
Trying to take my shoes off.
Yeah, so it says where it says, what are you doing?
Are you busy too? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just taking my shoe. Yeah, I just, no. No.
Anyway, the kids absolutely love it, and they think that it's just hilarious. Anyway, you guys didn't come here to watch bird videos here, so I'm gonna pull back on that. But that's what's been going on in our house for the last, 24 hours. Oh no, she hates you. What? Oh no. Wait, why is Mary embarrassed? Hold on, let me scroll up. What'd I miss? Next, the cockatoo is mild. He says hi a lot and how you doing. Yeah, the how you doing is pretty common. Hi, Sherry. Emily loves me because she's using greens. Exactly. They really are. And honestly, I thought about it, but the fact of the matter is we have 3 cats and one of them is an incredibly good hunter. And I feel like he would just stalk the cage constantly, and you're supposed to be able to let the birds out and get exercise and stuff. And I just feel like that's a lot of stress. All right, then we're going to use earth green. She's okay. If she gets up and starts wandering around, then yeah.
She's happy.
Yep, she's happy. She had her snack. Kitty's not in the cords. Okay, earth green. But yeah, we've had a lot of highs and how you doings in our house. Hi, Tanya. Just roll your eyes at her. That's what I do. Red Ring Parrot adores me. The macaw, not so much. That's so funny. All right, Pine Green. We have a moment for the dirty greens. What? Wait, did I miss another joke on the dirty greens? A moment of appreciation for them. All right, Pine Green. I always feel so weird like that this feels like it stopped abruptly, but I have to remember that it's a shadow, and shadows don't like, unless it's like overcast, shadows don't really fade out, you know? In reality, I should probably make it a little bit stronger of an edge, but I'm not that brave. Hi, Marie! Oh, no worries. Right, Evelyn? Me too. I know, there's just some things that I can't... Like, every time I make food or something and I see someone streaming, like, I think of Tanya, I'm like, aw. And then I feel the need to tell everybody what it is that I'm making. You know, so if I go, you know, go next to my wall, you know, or go next door or whatever and tap on the neighbor's door, I'll be like, hey, guess what? I'm making food! And I'm making this, just in case you wanted to know. To a pet shop, they wanted to give me a macaw. They had a horrid time trying to get it rehomed and it loved me. What? Did you take it? Just relocated to the hammock on my deck. I should do it more often. Oh, that sounds nice, Tammy. I'm gonna hammock on my deck. Can I have a deck first? And a hammock? I need both. Okay, so first I'll get a deck, then I'll get a hammock, and then I'll go sit in it. All right, dark phthalo green. Okay, the earth green. Just message Tanya. Tanya, I'm eating! I don't know. I eat a lot of the same things these days. Just with the way my diet is and everything, I default to the things that I enjoy. No, it hated men and they said I had to purchase the cage. That's hilarious. All right. 263. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna get... Ooh, sounds good, Alex. Alex, what are you making for dinner? We need to know. All right, juniper green. Okay. All right. Tell people if I'm eating and what I'm eating. See? Exactly. All right, I'm gonna stay zoomed out a little bit here because we're gonna do this whole thing here and it'd be too hard to keep up with the, you know, moving it up and down as we go. So we're gonna start with pine green. Okay. Pine green, pine green. Let's see, is this too bright? No, I think. Hey, popcorn. Oh, a popcorn binge. Nice. Pasta with a vodka sauce and Italian sausage. Heck yeah. Ooh, homemade pizza. Nice, Kelly. Trying to think. This is where the slats are. This should definitely be a darker green than this, for sure. Oh, an Amazon gift card. Nice. Yeah, that's... Well, I'm super excited. The coloring lamp sent out my prototype for the lamp, so I should be getting that hopefully here soon, and then I can show you all what it looks like. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, Tammy! Ah, Hawaiian version of sushi. I gotcha. All right, so let's do 264 now, which is the dark phthalo green for Sunday. So I got 2 beautiful hanging baskets from Porch Day. Oh, nice. Nice, Alex. All right, so yeah, dark phthalo green now. Okay, and then earth green. Aw, midstream kitty cuddle time. I love it. Okay, let's grab our juniper green. Touching the edge of the paper there. Oh, oh nice, Kelly. I like plants if I can keep them alive. Truth be told, I've relegated the job of watering the plants to the kids. I mean, it's just a few potted plants, so it's, you know, they actually get really excited, and then usually I let them get an extra thing of water, and then we just go play with the water a little bit, but they enjoy it. Okay. Then dark phthalo green. Earth green. Oh, Swedish meatballs. Nice. Okay. Now, let's see. All right, we're going to grab pine green again. We want to do this part here a little bit darker. All right, so I'm actually going to go a little bit heavier handed. That nice dark green. Ugh, hate the edge of the paper. There we go. Okay. Feels weird going pretty heavy straight out of the back. Laying on my back again. She thinks I'm a cat bed today. Aw. Paul actually let me lay on his tummy today. He always sprawls out when he sleeps. He's such a relaxed cat, and he was just laying there looking all fuzzy and comfy, so I kind of just laid my head, you know, not full weight of my head, obviously, but he let me kind of lay my head on his tummy, and I scratched his neck, and he was just like, happy cat. I'm like, all right. It's so funny, because when he was a kitten, we thought for sure he wasn't going to be like a lap cat or super snuggly, and now he's like super snuggly. I love it. He lets us touch his feet and his tummy, and I mean, I posted a few of his funny sleeping positions on Instagram, but he's just hilarious. Oh, Alex, we're doing Faber-Castell polychromos, yep. Oh, all right, now let's go ahead Oh, I like that, Daniela. All right, dark phthalo green. You don't need a pencil extender. The pencil is not too short yet. No, definitely not. Just trying to make sure I'm staying in frame here. When you're doing a whole big section like this, sometimes it's a tad more difficult. Ashley. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get something to eat when I'm done here. Okay, and then earth green. Phthalo. Yes, Steve. Phthalo. Let's grab our Kaput Mortem Violet. Try grocery shopping by telling your dad what to buy. It's interesting. One time he bought me 2 loaves of bread I couldn't eat because they were gluten-free. Aw. What about like online grocery delivery, Boots? I don't know if you're in an area that does that. We're using that Kaput Mortem Violet here. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Now let's go ahead and grab our juniper. Boots. I don't blame my dad. I blame the grocery store for having bread with gluten in it. No, that's fair. Because they drop them off at the door to my building and I live on the 3rd floor. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, juniper green. Maybe you could do like a grocery pickup. That way you can be... Oh, gosh, words. That way you can be sure to get the items that you want, and then all your dad has to do is just go pick them up at a certain time. Because if it's anything like our store, you can actually like schedule what time you want to do it at. That makes sense. I'm really tempted to use the blender on here, but I don't know. I might use the white because I don't want it to be super vibrant and like have the window be brighter than she is, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna use our white. Okay, we're gonna do this windowsill. I want to. No, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay, sounds good. Hi, Lisa. Ah, there you go, Boots. All right, so pine green. I'm gonna do a little bit down here. And yeah, I'm still zoomed out, but I'm just adding a couple details here. Okay, we're gonna turn this a little bit. Sometimes when you look at it from far away, it actually gives you a better idea of kind of what you need from it. So truth be told, I like zooming out on the camera sometimes because it gives me little bit of a bird's eye view rather than being so close to it, you know? Kind of stepping away from it. You can kind of tell more of what it needs, you know? Okay. This is probably cooled sufficiently here. All right, now we have more of the green to do, but her house also is kind of like white. So we need to figure out a way to get some like white slats on here. It probably is, honestly, Boots. It probably is. Okay, so we're gonna get some warm grays. Actually, it's one of those rare instances in which I actually use gray. So we're gonna grab warm gray 3. Okay, warm gray 3. I want cold grays. I don't want warm grays. Okay, we're gonna grab warm or cold, warm or cold. I'm gonna go with warm. I'm feeling the warm. I'm feeling the warm. All right, so we're just gonna grab the whole run here, short of warm gray 6. So we have warm grays 1 through 5. Oh, of course they are. But I also use them, what's the word? Intentionally? Specifically? That's not the word. I use them sparingly? I don't know. No, sparingly is not the word. Like, I have very specific instances in which I use my gray pencils. You know what I mean? Okay, I think that's good. Yeah. Because also I'm trying to portray white slats, so I don't want to put too much gray on there. Now, keeping in mind those coming in, her arms are not done. I need to do her arms. Her shirt is not done. I need to do her shirt. So there's a lot more left to do on her also. I'm just sort of jumping around to bits and pieces here. Okay. Do that there. All right, so let's start with, I'm not going to use 5 right away. We're going to start with number 4. Okay. Let's see. So like I said, I want to portray, you know, white on the outside of the house, but, you know, it's going to have shadow. But because I don't want to go overboard, I'm definitely purposefully. Lisa, thank you. That was the word, purposefully. See, this is why I love streaming with you all, because when I can't think of something, you're all there to help me. But yes, purposefully. Thank you, Lisa. That was exactly what I was thinking. All right, we are just using warm gray 4, which is number 273. All right, now let's jump to, let's see, that was 4. Let's use warm gray 3. Not much though. So who has been watching Handmaid's Tale? I don't want to give any spoilers. But I will say I saw the most recent episode, and I feel like it's almost as if the show's going like in a fresh direction in a good way. Like we're finally getting to some different parts of the story, you know, new experiences for the characters versus kind of the same thing over and over. Kind of nice. Warm gray 2. What paper do you use for printing, download pictures, and swatch charts? Orla, you can type in !Nina, Neenah, or exclamation point paper, and either one of those I highly recommend. I probably use the exclamation point paper ones more often for swatch charts, just because I like to save the Nina for pictures that I know I'm going to be using Copics with, because it's really good with Copic markers. But yeah, exclamation point paper and exclamation point Nina are the two papers that I use. Okay, and then let's grab Warm Gray 1. Is that Marilyn? Let's see, I miss it. Marilyn! Sounds good, Marilyn. Hi. Right? It's so good. All right, Warm Gray 1. Okay, and actually, we're gonna grab some of that earth green for sure, Orla. We're gonna use a little bit of earth green on these shingles as well. Shingles, slats, they're probably more slats than shingles. Shingles are on the roof, not shingles. Putting a color on so it shows the true color for that paper. That's fair, that's fair. Okay. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use white on this. I want to see how it changes. Oh, I'm so glad, Lisa. I want to. No, I keep going for that. I'm not, you know, I'm just gonna I'll leave it alone. I keep reaching for that white like I really want to, but there's no reason for it right now. Tan Tone Desert Storm. I haven't tried that one. All right, number 4. Warm Gray 4. Trying to go light because I don't want my streaks to show up too much. And I could probably go a little bit darker here where these overlap. And also along the edge where the light really isn't getting, you know, when it's right up against the building. Because you've got this ledge that overlooks, so you know that this side is going to be darker. Let's see. Astrobyte cardstock used to be Nina Bright White. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't bought any paper in a while. I haven't needed to. I don't, you know, I've been coloring in the books a lot, so if I'm not using it, then there's no reason for me to buy more. All right, Warm Gray 3. Hello, Sarah. Welcome. Yeah, I think that's why it's probably good for Copics, which is why I usually do save the Nina for Copic markers. Because I think that's what Belinda uses for her Copic pages as well. All right, and then Warm Gray number 2. Strathmore color pencil paper on the smoother side. Oh, that's nice, Kenny. Does that come in like a spiral book that you can tear out? Yeah, I've heard good things about Bristol Vellum. Okay, warm gray number 1. Oh. All right, now this lip under here is definitely going to be a bit darker as well. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our warm gray 4 and go a little bit heavier here. Same thing up top here. Okay. Looks like we're not actually using that warm gray 5 at all. I feel like we could still go darker on these edges here. I'm gonna press a little bit harder. Sometimes when I if I'm coloring a lot of the same thing and I go back and look, I'll see that I need to go back over and rework what I was doing before a little bit. Hi, Rhea! Lisa, I like it. Oh, Kenny. Thanks, Deborah. Oh, awesome, Rhea. Thanks for being here. Okay. Wait, what about Oreos? I like Oreos. Or is it just that you're having an Oreo? Oh, right, Lisa? All right, number 3. Warm gray 3. Oh, something in my eye. Hang on. Oh gosh, Kenny. Hi, Joanna. Oh, Shannon calls you Oreo. Okay, I got you. And then let's grab number 2. Okay. Awesome, Alex. All right, warm gray 1. Yeah, I like that. It still looks white, but it's got, you know, like you can tell the difference. Here, let me see if I can pull this up anymore, actually. There we go. All right, let's get this in focus here. There we go. All right, there we go. Now you can see that this has some color on it versus these two, you know? I got a little coyote here tonight between the kids and the dogs. Oh, I assume you're talking about like noise and stuff. They are indeed yum. I have a pack. I have like one every now and then, but Steve's not allowed to eat them. They're gonna last me a long time. I'll just have my one every now and then. All right, let's go ahead and do warm gray number 4. Sorry, I just realized I wanted to add a little bit more to this one. Telling you, I go back and forth all the time. Shannon. Thanks, Lisa. All right, number 3. There we go. Number 2, warm gray. Will you leave the unshadowed parts naked? Yeah, probably, actually. I mean, because I want it to be white, so the only color I'm really adding onto it is the grays. So, yeah. Unshadowed parts will be naked. All right, Deborah, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told someone earlier. If you watch it, watch the Megan Follows version. Watch Anne of Green Gables, of Anne of Avonlea. Or, sorry, Anne of Green Gables, and Anne of Avonlea. And then nothing else. Tanya, who naked? our slats on our building. The house is naked. Warm gray 2. What, Lisa? Naked coloring? No one's naked. The house is naked. Pants are all on. I'm even wearing like a Minecraft shirt because, you know, I'm classy like that. All right, and then warm gray 1. Got kind of concerned there for a second. Tanya. You know, they call it an adult coloring stream. They never specified why it was adult. I am never naked. Okay, Lisa. Lisa here likes to shower with her clothes on. It's a great way, and you save water, you do the laundry, and you get clean at the same time. Warm gray 4. I want to add a little bit more here. And let's do these bottom ones too. Pine green, right, Deborah? Oh. Oh, Lord. Naked means you're up to nonsense. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Oh man, Ashley, I feel like I missed something there. Do I want to know? Are we not wearing pants? Is this a pantsless zone? Oh, okay, Tanya. Oh gosh. Insert sarcastic remark here. Alright, and let's just go ahead and do this part here. Okay, so Tammy has a hashtag for the month, Manly May. Oh, Lord. I don't know if I want to know where this is going. Okay, number 3. Right? Yeah, who are you kidding, Tanya? Ooh, Jason Momoa, very nice. Alright, number 2. I did briefly think, instead of doing Anna Green Gables, I did consider the Outlander book. Center stream, it got full of innuendo. I mentioned I had no manly men coloring books. Oh no. I have my Doctor Who books. Does that count? Tanya. David Tennant from Manly. I mean, he's thin as a rail, but I think he's manly. Perfect, Alex. Alright, Warm Gray 1. Well, we can imagine where Ev took that. Suffice to say, I now have manly men to color. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Alright, I want to grab a little bit of the earth green. Oh Lord. Yeah, so the question is, will YouTube flag your video if you do a flip through of that book? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Earth green. I'm gonna do a little bit of earth green on all the slats here. I know I did it on 1. Just real lightly. Would help if I move down. Marry my virgin eyes! Okay. Okay, buddy. Let's see. Earth green. If you've got virgin eyes, Mary, then Tanya's innocent. I've so already figured out how to do a flip through, not get flagged. That's hilarious. I was waiting in line for my vaccine, going through the book section, and they had a Jason Momoa coloring book. That's awesome. Yes, Alex, it does. Barb. Yeah, I caught. Where's there we go. There. If I were to partake, this would probably be my book. That's about as racy as this gets. All right, earth green. I don't know, Boots. Have to ask Tammy on that one. All right. Yeah, I like those. It still looks like a White House. Ooh, yes, Daniela. Definitely. It definitely counts. All right. Okay, so we've done some of the green. We've done that. Let's go back and work on her arms now and get a little bit more of that done. Actually, no, you know what? While we have the grays out, I wanted to add more shadow to her shirt, and we're going to do that. But, I want to get out the cool grays. Cool grays. So let's grab cool gray 4. We're gonna grab cool gray 3. That's 5. What is this? That's... Hang on. I clearly don't know how to grab things here. Okay, 4, 3, 2. For some reason, where's it? Oh, and here's 1. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Hi, Turtle. Dover Publications also puts out coloring books with cars, trucks, trains, guy stuff. Not quite, Boots. Not quite. All right. So we're gonna grab cold gray 4. I want to add some shadow onto her shirt. I found it at our local half-price books pre-pandemic. I don't really go into the store anymore. But yeah, I found mine at half-price books. But you could probably find it on Amazon, I'm sure. I don't see why not. Okay. So let's go ahead. Not too bright. It might have been too bright. I just looked at the change. All right. So Cold Gray 4, number 233. Okay. Cat is snoring. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but it's hilarious. eBay for $4. Nice. I tried to find the Buffy the Vampire Slayer coloring book, and I found it on eBay. Not the specific, like, monsters one, but it was just the straight-up Buffy one. And when I got it, it was colored in. I was able to return it and get my money back, but I was so disappointed because they don't really... At least last I checked, I haven't looked for it in, you know, recent months, but they don't really make it anymore, and so it's not as easily found. But yeah, that was disappointing. I was so excited to get it, and then it was colored in. And I was like, I mean, let's be honest, it's Buffy. I've seen the Outlander book on Book Outland. I just didn't know what it was. The book or the coloring book? Because that's very, very big difference there. I am still, when I have time and when I don't feel like listening to music, I've been listening to, which book is it? Well, it's one of the Outlander books on Audible. Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. Oh, how funny. Well, yeah, how did you get your name? I say Turtle, but like, I want to call you SpongeBob. But yeah, how did you pick out your name anyway? Yeah, I'm glad I'm using these grays. This is good for the white. I could definitely add some other colors, but I just wanted to get that kind of variation on her cloth. The blues on it just weren't cutting it. When I got one of my Thomas Kincaid coloring books, I have a few that were low price, but they specified a few pages were marked or colored. Yeah. But see, that's the thing, is that it didn't say that on any of the description of it, which is why I was so disappointed. My Outlander book had one page that was half colored. I finished it and added shadows, etc. Oh, that's kind of nice, Alex. No, mine had looked like a 3-year-old had taken markers to it, and it was on like 4 or 5 of the pages. A couple of them were like good ones that like I was excited to color, and I was just like, you know, bled through the pages, and I was just like, why would you even sell this and not put this in the... I mean, thankfully they let me return it, but I was just like, I was excited about it, and then I was just like, well, dang, this is disappointing. My name is in reference to a pet dodo in the book, The Air Affair, which is referenced to the Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. Oh, well, there you go. Pickwick Papers. Exactly. It's not fair if they don't say. I mean, that's half the decision. You look at the description and see, you know, what the, you know, whether it's used or not or whatever else. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use Cold Gray number 2. If I got the Outlander book, I would only like to color Jamie. So one of the things, I liked the book, and there are honestly probably only a few pages in it I would color. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest with myself. But one of the things I don't like that they did is they got a number of different illustrators to do it. So, like, a lot of the pages have different styles than others. Some of them not so good. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes there are illustrators out there that make coloring pages that have never in their life colored a page. You know what I mean? And they just don't draw it in a way that, you know, if they make it for adults, I feel like they should draw it for adults. You know what I mean? Like in the Harry Potter coloring book, there's some pages in the Harry Potter coloring book that just don't seem conducive to a nice, you know, adult coloring page. But maybe that's just, maybe I've just become a book snob. I can't help it. Get spoiled by the way that Johanna's books are. All right. So I think that's all I'll do on her shirt. Let's do her arms a little bit. I might call it soon just because, you know, I mentioned at the beginning stream, I'm not 100% today, so I'm feeling a little tired. But let's grab a little bit of this skin tone here. I'm trying to remember what we used. Let's see, I had that green, but I don't know that I used that. So we definitely used Beige Red, and we used cinnamon, and we used salmon, and we used not Indian red. No, those were for the hair, I think. That's for carmine. I think it was Caput Mortem is what we used. Let me look at on the chart. Typing is hard. They're trying to make such maybe. Usually I end up spending more money on food, so no spending money, which is okay with me. No, that's fair. Yeah, Caput Mortem was what I used. Yeah, not conducive to coloring, exactly. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll say I'm very specific about my books. Like, so I have, trying to think. Okay, so Great British Bake Off coloring book, for instance. Really liked the idea of this, but the fact of the matter is, the lines are too thick. Now, some people like this. It's easier to see, that kind of thing. But for me personally, I do not like thick lines. Like this right here, I could not color this. I would not enjoy coloring this at all. I feel like you could not get a delicate look like I like doing a page like this because the lines are so thick. Same thing with here. It's just so overwhelmingly bold black lines that it just doesn't work. So what I've done for ones that I've really wanted to color is I have taken pictures of them or scanned them and then redrawn them on my iPad. And so, yeah, it's very dark. It's very dark. And like it, I feel like if the lines were at least half this size, I could do some decent coloring like on these cakes, but I just feel like the black is so overwhelming. Like these peacock feathers should be 3/4 of what they are. I've seen so the guy who illustrates it, Tom Harvey, he is very talented, but you know what he uses? He uses well, he probably uses these ones now, but you remember the smaller, kind of thicker barrel Posca pens? That's what he uses to illustrate it. And it's nice that he does it on the mic. It's nice that he does it by hand, but the black is just so overwhelming. I mean, that's just, it's almost like they're already finished images. You know what I mean? So I just, yeah. If there's one that I really want to do, I just retrace it. Otherwise, it's just too much. Like this one, I retrade this. I have it in my work in progress. Actually, here, I can show you what I mean by it. I can move this stuff 1 second. Kids and I dried some flowers. Here, I'll show you actually. And I have not moved them to a safe location, but we went on a walk one day when everything was blooming. These are so like ridiculously delicate. They're like thinner than tissue paper, but the kids wanted to dry the individual petals. I don't know if you can see just how light that is. But the flowers were blooming and we were on a walk, and so they wanted to keep them and dry them, and they finally finished the other day. So he needs a much finer point. So here, let me grab my work in progress folder here. It's in here. Yeah, here we go, work in progress. Let's see. If I have it easy access. I've got so many in here, it's ridiculous. Ones that I had ideas, messed up. Okay, here it is. Okay. So what I did is I took a picture of the Swiss rolls and then took it into my iPad. I redrew it, printed it on landscape, and you can just see how much nicer his books would be if he used a much finer point. You know what I mean? I mean, just the difference in the thickness here. It's just, it's the same size and everything. I just literally redrew it and retraced it in a much, much thinner line. But, yeah. I don't know. A little disappointing, but I do like the cakes and stuff, and I have colored them. But it's just a lot easier with thinner lines. Oh, thanks, Daniela. Yeah, I still haven't finished it. Like I said, I have a whole... Some of these were like disasters that I didn't finish. This one needs to be finished. I have more I wanted to do in the background and the border, obviously. This one was an experiment. Some of these were experiments gone awry. This was that Millie Murata one I started. This one I started after I saw Sammy do colored skin tone. That was a start on something. This was a start on something. Well, that one shouldn't be there. That one's finished. But, yeah. I just have this folder full of works in progress. That was a test. This is something I started. That was a test. That's my teapot. I need to finish that. I mean, I just have... That was another test. I have so many. This one was another one by Yalzza I haven't finished. It's a very sad, thick folder. Okay. Ah, thanks, Marie. One of these days, I'll finish it. All right, so now I got a sip of water here. Well, not water, that was tea. All right, so quote mortem. But yeah, terrible with work in progresses. Thing of it is that folder is really only full of the work in progresses that are like PDFs that I print out, because the square pages from like Johanna's books and stuff wouldn't fit in there. I didn't used to have so many work in progresses, but you know, I get excited about coloring a certain part and then I lose steam and I never really want to go back, you know? Okay, now let's go ahead and grab cinnamon. Getting some more color on her arms here, so she doesn't look quite so pale. Quite a few pages like that. Right now I'm working on postcards for Christmas. Oh, that's nice. Getting a jump on it too. That's a good idea. Doing double page from Johanna's new book. I think it'll take 6 months to do. Yeah. Like I said, it has been ages since I've done a double page. You know, those coloring lamps are coloring. I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish one of those. I will probably use Copics on them. Oh, speaking of alcohol markers, did anybody see? And I've since emailed my contact to try and get some more information about them. But did anybody see that Arteza added brush nib alcohol markers? Did you see that? I'm wondering if you can just buy the nibs and put them in their current alcohol markers, because you can remove the nibs on those Arteza markers. And how nice would it be if you could just, because the Copic nibs do not fit it. I actually tried once. But how nice would it be if you could just switch out the nibs on your Copics and put the brush tips on them? Like, that would be amazing. All right, salmon. Yes, yeah, they have. I just saw them. So they have like a tropical set that's like 36 colors. And then they have a 12 count set that are pastel and a 12 count set that are bright colors. But I don't know if the bright colors and the pastel colors are in the tropical set. That's one of the questions that I asked them. So they've made some staff changes recently and kind of changed the way they did things. So it takes a little bit longer for my contact to respond to me. So whenever I hear from them, I will let you know, because I saw them and I was like, what? Like, I literally like exclaimed out loud when I saw that they did that. And Steve was like, what? I'm just like, they've got brush tips. Turtle. And he's just like, they've got what? I'm like, brush tips. It's brush tips. Looking at me like I'm a crazy lady. Oh, nice, Marie. I haven't tried the Posca pencils. Obviously, I like the Posca pens, but I haven't tried the Posca pencils. But yeah, I was blown away. I feel like if they come out with a full set of the brush tips, I feel like, I don't know. I like the Everblends. I feel like they could rival Copics. But they've also raised the price on them recently too, so I'd have to do some price comparisons. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and grab number 132 Beige Red. Yeah, she's looking little less pale here. I'm gonna zoom out so you can kind of see. Plus, it's nice when you can kind of compare skin tone of head versus arms, so you get kind of the same level of saturation, you know? Okay, we definitely need to do another layer. So let's grab Caput Mortem. Sometimes I spend more time on my pencils than using them. No, that's fair. That's fair. I saw a meme at some point that was something along the lines of, I'm not sure if my hobby is more crafting or buying craft supplies. That one hit home. I mean, they're two legitimate, you know, life choices. They have a pastel set with brush nib. Nice. Yeah, Turtle, how are your, have you been doing any more, honestly, I haven't checked, but have you been doing any more of your live streams with your with your different pens. Okay. We can zoom in just a little bit more. More shadow here. Okay. Over here as well. I don't want to go too dark. I want it to kind of match. I'm focusing on adult coloring content. Oh, awesome, Turtle. Ooh, it sounds good, Marie. All right, cinnamon, number 189. It's been amazing stream. It's a little after 11 p.m. so it's bedtime. Sounds good, Mary. Thanks so much for being here. Good night, Tanya. I assume Tanya's going with you, I guess. Thank you, ladies. There we go. Getting close to her skin tone being good here. There we go. Caught the scent of a skunk, went out on the porch just now. Oh no, Deborah. Deborah, did you get sprayed? Oh no. Deborah, did you get sprayed? Oh, it's just the worst. Okay, let's go and grab salmon now. Oh, whew. Good, Deborah. Did you see it, though? God, it was just the worst when we were younger and the skunks would spray the house. Oh, it just reeked. Oh. Right, Turtle? Yeah, you're right. Okay, she probably wouldn't be. She hangs around. I don't mind. They keep the rodents and snakes away. No, that's fair. Oh, I'll tell you. So we discovered something, not anything I had really explored or thought about. So if you didn't know, lightning bugs or, fireflies, or we're using number 132 Beige Red. Fireflies are toxic. Well, dogs, cats, any of them. In fact, if a bird eats a firefly, it'll kill a bird too. But fireflies are pretty toxic to cats. We didn't actually, bye, Kenny. Have a great night. We didn't actually know that until the other night. So a firefly got into the house. You know, it doesn't happen too often, but normally if there's any kind of like little bug that gets into the house, we just let Paul go after it because he enjoys the hunt, you know. Anyway, so he got it, and I didn't really think about it, and he caught it and he went to eat it, and I guess he must have bit on it or something. All of a sudden he freaks out and he runs, and he's like kind of making a weird movement with his mouth, like it was clear he tasted, you know, something bad. And I didn't really think about it, and I went and picked it up. It wasn't dead yet. Its little butt was still, you know, lit up, and so I went ahead and scooped it up and took it outside. And I looked it up later, and it tasted bad to him because of the chemical that lights up in the firefly that makes it light up, and apparently that's like pretty toxic. Thankfully he was smart enough once he tasted, you know, or whatever, he must have tasted it from the way he jumped back and ran from it, but the bug was still intact when I got it, so he must have just like got a taste of it or something, but he ran for his life. So now we know to keep a close eye in case one gets in. And oh, do flies? I don't know. They've eaten flies before and had no problem with it. Maybe it's the different kinds of flies. We're gonna add a few more freckles on her. But yeah, so we learned for sure fireflies are not good for the kitties. Yeah, I forget the exact name of the chemical. I actually looked it up afterwards because I was curious. And yeah, it's totally toxic for them. Add a little bit of this mortem here. We're just adding a few freckles on her because, let's be honest, she is a redhead, so she probably has some freckles. I mean, that is her description in the books, is that she's got freckles. So we're giving her some freckles. Yeah, but I didn't want him to be discouraged from, you know, hunting or anything, so I gave him some wet food afterwards and gave him some treats and everything, but... And turn around and eats a fly, right? I know, it's hilarious. And her freckles. Because she's Anne. Hey, we made a bit of progress tonight, though. I mean, look, we colored all of the slats. Got a good portion of the window. We'll probably touch her up a little bit, but at least she's not, like, totally pale on her arms. Yeah, right, Turtle? Me too, after I read about it, because I wondered. I had never thought about it, and then I saw the way he reacted, and I'm like, well, gosh. I mean, I suppose it makes sense, but then it got me wondering, and... They're up to 52? Dang. Well, maybe their popularity's gone up. Yeah, so I looked it up afterwards, and they're like, oh, yeah. Ew. Yeah, I don't think we have those here, Marie. But yeah, so note to self, don't let your cat eat a firefly. Let's see, will this go up anymore? Yeah, a little bit. Let's make sure it's in focus here. There we go. There's our Anne girl. Hey, we're making progress. Next stream we'll probably finish off this whole part, and then the next stream we can work on the background here. We're gonna do chalk for the sky here. But yeah, not too bad. I think I definitely a little bit more shadow around her head and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it here. All right. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Evelyn, thank you for your super chat. Terralyn, thank you for your super chat. You ladies are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for being here and hanging out with me and chatting and everything. I know my energy was a little bit less tonight, but hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better on Monday, which is when we'll be live again. And yeah, we'll keep working on our Anne Girl page here. All right? Okay, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you in a couple days, okay? Stay healthy. Stay safe. And I'll see you later. Bye.